really close.
Okay, that's pretty even.
There we go.
You ready for the questions?
Well, yes. Welcome back to, it's kind of turned into our channel, right? I mean, it's like, I started this for music and stuff like that, but we've kind of figured out we like filming together. So it's kind of our channel. Anyway, we posted on Instagram that we were going to film a Q&A vlog, and we wanted to know what questions you guys had about us. So we got a lot of responses and we actually got a sort of a response that was a little bit hateful. What are you doing?
I'm trying to block out all the haters with so I can't get their sickness of hate.
Okay. Well, anyways, someone actually like told us this. They didn't like message this to us, but they told us this, and basically they said that
no one really cares about these videos and
like us,
and they wouldn't watch these videos, and it's just a waste of time.
Like no one cares about our life, and yeah, no one's gonna watch it. And we were like, wait, are they serious right now? Like, we thought that they were our friend, and I just feel like maybe it was coming from a place of jealousy or whatever it was. It doesn't matter. It just kind of tells me that they aren't a true friend. But when you do stuff like this, you're just gonna have haters in general, right? Like, you're just gonna have people that just hate on you, and you can't, you can choose how you let it affect you. And at first I think like you got pretty upset by it, and I mean I was upset too, but I was like, you know what, like, why does it even matter what they think? Like, it doesn't matter at all, and we're just gonna continue doing what we're doing and making these videos. And I really made this like whole channel just to document our lives and spread kindness and happiness. And so we're just gonna keep doing what we're doing. Anyway, that was just my spiel about haters, but okay, so we got a lot of questions about our life. What are you doing?
Haters gonna hate and tomatoes gonna tomate.
Anyway, so we kind of like got a lot of questions asking about how we met and what's our story and stuff like that. So we're kind of gonna make this a what's our story, how we met / Q&A about us. So we'll start off with our story. So how did we meet?
We met freshman year of high school.
Yep.
At your friend's locker.
We did.
That we called Puppy Kicker because her leg was broke.
Sorry, Jennifer, if you're watching this.
But yeah, and then
did you say her leg was broken?
That
grammar. Okay, so anyways, so my friend's leg was broken at the time, and his friend's locker was just a few lockers down from mine, and we kind of, well, at least I noticed you. And I was like, he's cute. Little did I know you were noticing me too, right?
Uh-huh. At the lunch table in the cafeteria.
Yes.
I used to spy on you.
He used to spy on me, and I actually spied on you too. And I would notice that you would drink like Dr. Pepper every single day, and I was like, I gotta change that.
I used to drink like 6 to 8 cans of soda every day. Every day.
I don't drink soda. Like, I've never been a soda drinker. So then one day you asked me what my name was. So it was after school, you're upstairs by the lockers, and you yelled at me. You're like, what's your name? I was like, it's Lauren. What's your last name? I was like, Wantland. At the time it was Wantland. And I was like, oh no, is he gonna like friend me on Facebook? And that's what you did. You friended me on Facebook, and I was really happy about it. And you started messaging me and asking me cute questions like, What's your favorite color?
Because I didn't know what else to ask. Because I've never really talked to girls before that.
But, yeah, it was funny. So we started talking, and that was like October of 2010. That was 2010. Yes. That was October of 2010. And we talked for a while, a couple months. And then finally, somebody worked up the courage to ask me to the movies. And what movie was it?
Meet the Little Fuckers.
We saw Meet the Little Fockers as our first date.
First date was so awkward.
It was so awkward. Okay, so let's talk about that. He asked me to the movies, and our parents had to both drop us off because
we didn't have cars. My parents had to drop me off, and then his parents dropped him off at Kicking Bird Cinemas. I'm hungry.
What?
I need to eat. Got a lemon lover.
When are you not hungry? Okay, so anyway, we both got to the theater, and we walk inside, and we had already decided that we were gonna see Meet the Little Fockers. So we went to the theater, and you tried to get me to like hold your hand, and I have like, this is so gross, but I have like sweaty hands, so I was so nervous that he was gonna ask me to hold his hand, and I didn't want to because my sweaty hand. They're literally just always
wet.
they're always
wet.
sweaty, and I don't know why. I don't want to talk about it. This is so embarrassing.
Just being real.
I know, you guys. I have sweaty hands, okay? It's just something I deal with, and it's a part of me. So, we were in the theater, and what did you say to get me to hold your hand? What was the cute little thing you said? Do you remember?
I was like, here, hold this.
And I was like, hold what?
And then I went like this.
I thought it was so cute, but my hands were probably really sweaty, so oh my god. But anyway, I thought that was super cute, and then we just
I don't even remember what the movie was about.
I don't either. I was just thinking like, oh my gosh. So
It was fine.
thanks for saving me. So then, after that, the movie was over, and what happened, Zach? Why don't you tell them?
This is embarrassing. So her mom and dad were gonna come pick her up from the movie. My parents got there before hers did. And I left her sitting there in the theater by herself, looking outside the window like a sad person. And my parents are like, should we wait? And I was like, no, it's fine, go. Because I didn't want to meet her parents because I was scared.
That's really funny.
Anyways, that happened, and then I asked you out.
But then, you called me later that night.
Did
Finally,
I apologize?
You did apologize. So I was like, okay. He apologized.
I saved myself.
He saved himself. And he was like, I was way too scared to ask you in person, but would you be my girlfriend? And I was like, yes. It was so cute.
And then it's just been perfect ever since, right?
No. Okay, so now we're gonna get to the Q&A. These are just fun questions that people asked. You mentioned Australia in your last video. Did you live there? What was your experience like? Okay, yes. So we did both live in Australia, and we miss it every single day. Like, we miss it so much. We made the best friends there, and we miss all of you so much. And we really want to go back soon. Like, I really want to make that our next big trip that we go on. But living there was amazing. I think that the culture was very cool. Like, it was a very chill, laid back culture, and I think we took a lot away from that because
Let me tell you about Australians. They don't care
they don't care.
about anything.
They don't care about
They're
anything.
not out to make a name of themselves, and if they don't do something that's successful, then their life is ruined. They're just happy with living.
Yeah.
And just living with their family, having a great time, and that's what I'm all about.
Me too. And I think we took that and really tried to bring it back here. But anyways, the culture there was amazing. We really love it. One thing that I want to talk about is the accent, too. So when I first got there, Zach actually got there before me, so about 6 months before me. So we were long distance for 6 months. That was pretty difficult, but when I got there, I got off the plane and his friend and you picked me up. You remember?
Jake.
You and Jake picked me up from the airport, and everyone's talking in the Australian accent, and I seriously could not understand a word Jake was saying. Like, he said something like, "Do you have your receipt?" But it literally sounded like, blah, 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 blah. I was like, what are you saying right now? So that was like a shock when I got off the plane, but I got used to it really quickly. That wasn't an issue, but I love the accent. It's cool. Okay, so it gets really, really hot there. Like crazy hot.
It gets as hot as it does here, but the sun intensity is stronger, so it feels like it's like probably 20 degrees hotter than what it is.
Yes.
And we had to walk to school.
We did have to walk
on
to school.
black asphalt every day.
Black asphalt.
It was hot. And it actually gets really cold too.
It does get cold.
We didn't have AC or heat
in
our houses.
We did, but you could only use it on occasion, and it was only like in one room. It wasn't circulated throughout the whole house.
In my first house, we never used it ever.
That's right.
So if it was like 20 degrees outside, that's what it felt like in your room, in your bed. And you had to sleep with a hot water bottle.
Yeah.
Under the blanket.
And heated blanket.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. And if it was super hot and you didn't have AC, you just had to have your fan on.
But the fan,
like a little small fan on next to your bed.
But the fan was just like hot air. It's just hot air blowing in your face, and it's not even like cooling you off.
Yeah.
You have to actually like spray water on your body and put water on your face and sit in front of it to cool down.
I'm not even kidding you. One night it got so freaking hot. I took a washcloth with a bowl of cold water, and I had it next to my bed, and I would just take the washcloth and just soak my face in cold water all night. But the water eventually got hot because it was so hot in there. But it seriously kept me up. The heat was so bad, it kept me up all night. What else is there?
The beaches were beautiful.
The beaches?
I used to skip class
incredible.
And go to the beach with Jake a lot.
I'll be honest, I think I skipped once or twice.
We went to Hillsong College, by the way.
We did go to Hillsong College. That's another thing.
Just to specify that.
Yes, that was an incredible experience. Honestly, like, just being there overall, like, was incredible. and Hillsong made it, just put the cherry on top. We made the best friends, best memories, and I highly recommend it. But anyway.
It has its ups and downs.
It's not
a perfect school.
It does have its ups and downs.
It is not perfect.
And it's expensive to live there, and it's expensive to go to the school. I mean, it's expensive to go to college in general, but yeah, it's expensive. It's not
definitely worth it.
Definitely worth it. If you have the opportunity to go.
Do it.
Oh, let's talk about like spiders and stuff.
I was gonna say spiders next.
So another thing that like Australia is known for is like spiders and creepy animals and bugs and stuff like that. So why don't you tell us about your experience with spiders?
So I lived in this suburb called Glenwood. It was probably 45 minutes away from the city. It was actually Glenwood was a part of Balcombe Hills, which was like a suburb, but it was
suburb of Sydney.
But the house that I lived at with this guy named Jake, he had a garden in his backyard with like tomatoes and peppers and onions and mint and like tons of stuff. But with that being there was tons of bugs.
Yeah.
And the room that I got had a sliding glass window, and I think there was cracks in it. I had like 4 spiders in my room in like 2 days of being there. And then the spider that was in there was called a whitetail spider. And it's basically a brown recluse here.
It's like more intense than a brown recluse. Because it can kill you.
Yeah.
Pretty quickly.
But I had one on my neck and I felt something and I thought it was hair. And it wasn't. It was a spider. And I hit it off like that and it fell on the ground and it had a white tip on its butt. And I was like, awesome. And then
It can,
I
like,
had one crawl on
definitely-
my leg.
Oh, yeah.
And then we had a Sydney funnel web nest outside of our
Yeah, just
house.
Google Sydney funnel web. Actually, I'll put a picture right here of what a Sydney funnel web spider is. They're disgusting.
They can live in water for 72 hours because they have air pockets in their fur that they eat.
Yeah.
But if you get bit, you're basically done for. They don't have like an anti-venom for it. And you have 15 minutes from right when you get bit to go to the hospital.
To try to
Save yourself.
save yourself, yeah. What were you saying? What is that?
A
The
fly.
wasp.
It's a fly!
There was a wasp, though.
No. Get out, I just hit it.
I really don't want to close the windows because there's a fly. That was Australia. We loved it. And yeah, we're hoping to go back soon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here's one. How are you different from one another? Oh, man. Well, I think you're a little more extroverted than I am.
Really?
Do you agree with that?
I have a switch I can turn on and off.
I guess I can. Okay, let's talk about this though, because you just had to get out of the apartment. When they officially said like you should self quarantine or whatever, you were immediately like, no, I gotta get out. Like, you can't stay inside for long. You need contact with people and stuff like that. And for me, I can stay inside for months and be literally completely fine. So that's why I say I feel like I'm more introverted than you are.
I just get exhausted from talking to people
I do too.
for a long time. I get really tired.
I do too. But yeah.
And then I have to recharge by myself and then I'm good. But it's kind of weird.
So we're both introverted, but I think I'm more introverted. What else? How are we different from each other?
You save money and I tend to spend it.
Somebody actually asked that. Who's the spender and who's the saver? Spender. Saver.
Thanks, Mom.
Your mom taught you.
My mom taught me not well. It's well.
My mom taught me well.
I have to say I have pretty good style, so thanks, Mom.
So you're saying I don't have good style
No, that's not what I'm saying.
because
That's not what I
save
say.
money? What's something silly about the other person that most people don't know? Oh. I mean, you're like a major dork. But I love you so much, so don't take any offense to that. Like, you're just so silly and goofy, and I think people know that now, obviously. But I think that was, like, something that not a lot of people knew.
People think I'm really mean because I have RBF, but I'm not mean, I promise. I'm really not.
No, he's not mean. What about me? What's silly that most people don't know? I feel like I'm a major dork, too. I like to dance in the house a lot. You do too, though. We both like to dance in the house. If you could tell, this is a good one. When I read this, I was like, oh. If you could tell your high school / college self one piece of advice, what would it be? Doesn't matter what people think about you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
What are your favorite healthy snack options? That's fun. Larabar. I love Larabars. Oh my gosh. I love mango, like
The dried mango slices.
Oh, it's so good. And I really like eating apples a lot too. I eat like apples with peanut butter a whole lot.
I like bananas a lot too.
How long have we been together overall? How many years?
A lot.
A long time. 9 years, right? Because we started dating in January of 2011. So, overall, 9 years. Are you both from Oklahoma, the Nader state?
Yes.
Yes, we are both from Oklahoma.
We're from Edmond.
We are from Edmond. Let's see. As a couple, who is your favorite classical musician?
To be honest,
This question.
I kind of hate classical music. No offense.
I don't have
'Cause
any offense. No offense.
I just don't.
No offense taken.
I don't like it.
I can enjoy it every once in a while, and I occasionally play the violin, and I played for a long time, but that kind of music is challenging and fun to do, I guess. And
I like
so,
jazz music.
I love jazz music. So I don't think I have a favorite classical musician. Sorry to the person who asked this question.
Can I just say who it was?
Sure.
Jacob Anderson. Miss you, dude.
Who is the cook in the relationship?
It's pretty equal.
It is pretty equal. I'd say I like to bake things more, and you like to cook things more?
I mean, I'd rather someone just cook for me, but yeah.
What? I feel like we both cook. We both cook pretty equally. Aw, what's it like to be married to your high school sweetheart? That's cute. It's awesome.
It is awesome.
Because we've like been together so long and we've changed so much.
You should put a photo in this.
Okay,
of
I'll put a
us
photo
from high
right
school.
here from high school. I'll put a few maybe. But yeah, we've changed a lot. Look-wise, personality-wise, all that stuff. It's really good being married. How do you each take your coffee?
She doesn't drink coffee.
I don't drink coffee. Okay, if I do, it is gonna be a mocha that's decaf with, yeah, usually iced, with either almond milk or oat milk or cashew milk. That's how I take my coffee if I were to drink it. What about you?
I just drink black coffee.
Black coffee. Yeah.
It's hot in here.
I know, it's getting really hot. We're almost done. Have we each successfully surprised each other? I don't think we have. Like we've always like broke and told each other what we were gonna do. Well, I mean, you surprised me when you proposed, when we got engaged.
Okay, that was a surprise.
That was a surprise. But I think everything else, like we've always told each other, like what we get each other for Christmas or anything like that, we're just like, I got you this.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard to keep a secret. Well, I think that's all we're gonna answer. There's like some more, but they're kind of all the same questions. Anyway.
Thanks.
I'm so glad we closed the window. That wasp just hit it.
It flew away.
But thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up.
Please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to hit that red subscribe button down below.
The red subscribe button. Thanks for all your support. We appreciate everyone that, you know, reached out and said like, we love watching your videos. We really enjoy the support from everyone. So have a good day. Have a good week. Stay safe.
Have a good morning or night whenever you're watching this.
Yes, stay safe. And we'll see you guys next time.